Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Analytics with Upendra. So today we are going to check aggregation function in Power BI as we are going through the DAX series. So let's start with aggregation function here. Before that, we'll just check the common DAX function in the Power BI. So if you are able to see my screen, uh, we have like a aggregation function, then logical function, then text function, filter function, and date and time function, and many more are there. So, but this is the most commonly used text function in the Power BI. So, as we are going to check one by one. So, as we are checking the aggregation function, so let's just start with the sum and SUMX today. Yeah, in aggregation function, we are able to see like a sum, average, max, mean, count, then distinct count. We have count rows also, sum x, then max x also we have, then count x. Yeah, these are the aggregation functions. Today we'll check the sum and sum x. So if you're able to see here in the definition of sum function is used when we need a sum of the entire column. Yeah, there is no additional calculation or logic required when we are using the sum function, and a simple DAX here for the sum function measure name, and we can use this is the sum function, and sales amount is a sales table and amount is a column. So we are able to see you can aggregate this amount in a sales table after using this sum function. If we'll check about the SUMX function, it will work row by row. It's a iterative function, so it will perform row by row. If you want to calculate two column, if you want to calculate like one value, this is depending on the two columns. So what we can do, what it can do, it will calculate firstly row by row, and it will give the output. So normally difference is like sum and sum x is it will work sum x will work row by row, and sum will give output of the column. I mean aggregation value for the entire column, and sum x will work for the row by row. So let's go to the Power BI desktop and just check the in detail how we can perform this sum and sum x function. Yeah, so as we are in the Power BI desktop, we can see how we can calculate. I'll show the data first. Go to the sales table. We have like a amount and quantity. So when we use the sum function, it will work for this entire column, and it will give the aggregate values. If we want to calculate the total sales, then what we need to do, we have to multiply this total amount into quantity. So this is how we can perform it, and then it will show the exact result for this. So let's create one measure for the total sales for the sum and sum x. So I'll give name here for the total amount. So we can see what we have to use the sum function. We have to use the sum function, and then direct column we have to use. Then it will show the aggregate value for this entire amount column. Create a measure for the sum x also, and before showing the values, total. So here we have to use the SUMX function. Then we have to use the table name like a sales table. comma, and the, in the expression we can multiply this sales amount and the quantity. So sales amount into quantity. Yeah, just let's close the bracket. So now we have created two new measure, like a total amount and total revenue. I have already created earlier, but to showcase here again. So let's here newly created measure, like a underscore sales amount. Yes, and I'll convert it to this card. Yeah, these values are matching. Again, for the total value, I'll create the another card. Yeah, 10.5k, sorry, 22k. So this is how SUM and SUMX will work in Power BI. Yes, thank you so much for the watching the video. Hope you have got good understanding on the SUM and SUMX function in the Power BI.